Discover how the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, INF, signed by Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev in 1987, helped reduce nuclear missiles in Europe, and learn why it was a significant arms control agreement. The INF Treaty was signed by Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev on the 8th of December 1987. The treaty eliminated all ground-launched missiles with ranges between 500 to 5,500 kilometers in Europe. Before the treaty, the US and USSR had over 1,000 intermediate-range missiles in Europe. The INF Treaty marked the first time the US and USSR agreed to reduce nuclear arsenals. The treaty led to the destruction of over 2,600 missiles, including the Soviet SS-20 and US Pershing. The INF Treaty collapsed in 2019 when the US withdrew, citing Russian violations. Uncover the surprising reason why yellow is often associated with happiness, and how its cultural significance varies across the globe, from sunshine to caution signs. Yellow is the first color our brains process, making it attention-grabbing and stimulating. The ancient Egyptians associated yellow with gold, symbolizing wealth and power. In Mexico, yellow is a symbol of death and mourning, while in India, it represents knowledge. The color yellow can increase memory and cognitive function by up to 15%. Yellow is used in caution signs worldwide due to its high visibility in low-light conditions. The world's happiest country, Finland, uses yellow in its national branding and design. Discover how multiple hard inquiries can affect your credit score, and see an example of how applying for 5 credit cards in 1 month can drop your score by 20 points. A hard inquiry occurs when you apply for credit, causing a temporary dip in your credit score. Multiple hard inquiries in a short period can significantly lower your credit score, sometimes by 20 points. Applying for 5 credit cards in 1 month can trigger lenders to view you as a high-risk borrower. The impact of hard inquiries on your credit score typically lasts for 6 to 12 months. However, the effect of multiple hard inquiries can be mitigated by maintaining good credit habits. Strategically spacing out credit applications can help minimize the negative impact on your credit score. Witness Cristiano Ronaldo's incredible 8-minute hat trick against Atlético Madrid in the 2014 Champions League, a testament to his goal-scoring prowess. Cristiano Ronaldo's 8-minute hat trick is one of the fastest in Champions League history. The match was a quarter-final tie between Real Madrid and Atlético Madrid on the 22nd of April 2014. Ronaldo scored his first goal in the 57th minute, sparking an incredible comeback for Real Madrid. He scored his second goal just 2 minutes later, leveling the score at 2-2. Ronaldo completed his hat-trick in the 65th minute, securing a dramatic 3-2 win for Real Madrid. This remarkable performance cemented Ronaldo's reputation as one of the greatest goal scorers in football history. The 1998 Mars Polar Lander mission ended in disaster when the spacecraft crashed on Mars's surface. The Mars Polar Lander was launched on the 3rd of January 1999 with a mission to study Mars's polar region. The lander was designed to touch down on Mars's surface on the 3rd of December 1999, but contact was lost during descent. A post-failure investigation revealed that a software bug caused the lander to think it was on the surface when it was still 100 feet in the air. The lander's descent engines shut down prematurely, resulting in a fatal crash on Mars's surface. The mission's failure was a major setback for NASA, resulting in a $193 million loss and a re-evaluation of Mars mission strategies. Despite the failure, the Mars Polar Lander mission paved the way for future successful Mars landers, including discover the secret skills of stars like Natalie Portman's fluency in 5 languages and Danny DeVito's talented tap-dancing feat. Natalie Portman is fluent in 5 languages, including Hebrew, English, French, Japanese, and Arabic. Danny DeVito has been tap dancing since he was 10 years old and even performed on Broadway. Halle Berry is a skilled martial artist, holding a black belt in karate and judo. Ryan Gosling is a talented musician, having played the piano since he was 12 years old. Mayim Bialik, aka Amy Farrah Fowler, has a PhD in neuroscience from UCLA. Geena Davis is an Olympic-level archer and was a semi-finalist for the 1996 Olympic team. Get ready to groove. Backwards dancing requires 30% more brain power than regular dancing due to reversed motor skills. The world's largest backwards dance battle had 250 participants and lasted over 2 hours. Professional dancers can take up to 6 months to master walking backwards in heels. Research shows that backwards dancing can improve balance, coordination, and overall cognitive function. The first recorded backwards dance battle was in 2013 at a music festival in California. Backwards dancing is used as a training technique for astronauts to improve their spatial awareness. Honor the brave last phone calls of soldiers, including the emotional goodbye of U.S. Army Sergeant First Class Jared Monty to his family before being killed in action in 2006. During wartime, soldiers often make farewell calls to loved ones before heading into combat. U.S. Army Sergeant First Class Jared Monty made a heart-wrenching goodbye call to his family in 2006. Monty's call was recorded and later released, providing a glimpse into his final moments. In the call, Monty told his family, "I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay." Despite being surrounded by enemy fire, Monty was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor for his heroic actions during the Battle of Wanat. Farewell calls like Monty's serve as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by soldiers and their families. From Anderson Silva's failed drug test to TJ Dillashaw's EPO scandal, we dive into the most notorious cheats in UFC history. The UFC's first drug testing program was introduced in 2015, aiming to curb performance-enhancing drug use. Anderson Silva, a UFC legend, was suspended for 1 year in 2015 after testing positive for anabolic steroids. TJ Dillashaw, a former bantamweight champion, was banned for 2 years in 2019 for using recombinant human erythropoietin, EPO. EPO, a banned substance, increases red blood cell production, giving athletes an unfair endurance advantage. In 2019, the UFC partnered with the United States Anti-Doping Agency, USADA, to strengthen its anti-doping program. Since 2015, over 50 UFC fighters have been suspended or fined for violating the promotion's Learn about the world's smallest porpoise, found only in Mexico's Gulf of California, and how conservation efforts are racing against time to save this critically endangered species from extinction. The vaquita is the world's smallest porpoise, reaching lengths of just 4 to 5 feet. Found only in Mexico's Gulf of California, the vaquita's habitat is limited to a 1,500 square mile area. Vaquitas are caught in gill nets used to catch fish and shrimp, causing their population to drastically decline. Conservation efforts include the use of vaquita-safe nets and the capture and rehabilitation of injured vaquitas. There are fewer than 20 vaquitas remaining in the wild, making it the most endangered marine mammal.